All right, we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Showtime. That's right, Global Wars. Welcome, Humble Beast. What's up, J Bone? Hoodie season. That's right. So, did anyone special show up at AEW? Also, I watched your podcast, Jay. I pray your ankle heals up quickly. Thank you very much, Humble Beast. Much appreciated. Much love, brother. J Rock Freak, no special appearances tonight unless I missed something. Well, we did get a WWE legend in the house. We did. We did not get Lance Archer. But I have a feeling. That this, like I said, I had a feeling we were either going to get a bunch of new faces or this is going to be the next step and it's going to be a slow burn. So as we can see tonight, it's going to be a slow burn. Okay. No Matt Hardy, no Brody Lee, no Lance Archer, but Jake the Snake Roberts showed up tonight. That's huge. And it's just a small piece of something or some is someone or some I doubt it's gonna be another faction. I think it's gonna be one person because there's some new factions growing here. So I'm excited for this. Jake looked great. He looked a little different. He looked like he went gray and dyed everything except for that one strip on the side of his head. It was different. And what he said out there, damn. When's the last time we saw a Jake promo? Someone remind me because I can't remember. How did I forget Jake? Hey, it's, because we're waiting for this guy and that guy to show up. So we're waiting. And so if it wasn't who we were waiting for, that's why. It's okay. It's the black hoodie plus the black bandana. Oh yeah. Well, I even waxed all this, so I'm smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy tonight. Or one half of one great looking ass. Yeah, that's right, Elijah Washington. He is a legend. And you really gotta pay attention to him because when he starts talking, man, sometimes the guy talks in riddles. I jotted down a couple things here. I'm laughing because Jericho was just on fire at the top of the show. Hey, Colorado, why don't you shut your ass? Oh, damn, that was so funny. Jake, man, he was just really, really shutting down Cody in that promo. Really shutting him down. He goes, "Oh, hail Caesar!" It was like, oh, um, he's the biggest baby face of the company. So he's basically, just trying to knock Cody down a few pegs. Like you might be king shit, but you ain't all that, or you may talk a good game, but you're going to shut up and listen for a bit, And he said the dark side is coming and that he represents a client. And okay. So if Jake is out there, not to nitpick this to death in a negative way, And I should say it is not meant to be in a negative way, but he's representing some badass that's not known for promos, or it's someone completely brand new that we're not expecting. Like, okay, Brody Lee, aka Luke Harper, used to cut some promos back in the day, but they were short and sweet and simple. He was never given a lot of mic time. Lance Archer has been around for a long time, but was never really given a big chance as well. And since he's been solo, he's um he's cut a few promos out there. Like he's got some stuff on his social media that's decent. Like that one he cut where he's next to the fire, you know. Um he Man, I don't know. Let me know who you think. I mean, I'm thinking it's either Lance Archer or Brody Lee because we didn't get Lance Archer tonight, and he was promoted as he was supposed to be there. Unless he's going to be on Dark, I don't know. I don't know. No, see, I think he represents some. Like I said, I think he represents someone that needs. No, not MJF. MJF is established. He doesn't need anyone. I mean, he's got Wardlow, but that's his muscle. Tim Bischoff, what's up? Mike M's in the house. How you doing? Brody Lee next week. That's what Global War says. I mean, it makes sense. If it's Brody Lee, I can respect that. I don't know. Austin Aries, he certainly could show up, but I don't think it's him. War Dog says he was very pissed. Pissed? Why are you pissed? I told you. This is Fallout. This is like, okay, we're turning the page now. This is like a fresh start. I mean, there's a couple of Steiner, get out of here. This, we didn't get. Okay, what are we used to? What are we used to? We're used to, oh, we got 3 matches that we're just going to replay for you from the pay per view. And this time, the other person's going to win. I call this refreshing. I mean, I'm kind of bummed that we didn't get Lance Archer, but I ain't going to be pissed about it. It's all starting new stories. Think about it. All right, let's start diving into this. So we get Mox at the top of the show. Man, and this crowd is hot. Holy shnikes. Chris Jericho comes out, tells the crowd to shut their ass. The crowd chants back at him, "You suck, ass." And he's like, what did he say? He's like, if you can walk out of here tonight, I'll leave for 30 days. He's like, hell, if you can walk out of here tonight, I'll leave for 60 days. So now that's hanging in everybody's head. Now we're waiting for, okay, that's the big challenge. We're waiting for the main event. Something's going down. Not necessarily someone is showing up. Like I kind of was hoping that someone would show up to help Mox. But Mox is kind of like that Stone Cold figure in AEW right now, where he doesn't have a lot of alliances. I mean, he's lucky Darby stuck around for the match even. Darby didn't have to. He's like, he'd have been like, screw this. The entire inner circle's coming out here. But that just shows how tough Darby Allin is. And in a way, if you really want to break that main event down, This was Mox giving Darby a chance to really shine. Not that he doesn't shine already, but damn, 2-on-1 and stood up to him and went toe-to-toe with Jericho and Sammy until he took that Judas. What does that tell you about them? He is one. He's tougher than a $2 steak. He's a tough little bastard. He is 173 pounds of kick-ass stuffed into a 10-pound bag. So yeah, the promo started tonight. Next, we got SCU with Colt Cabana, his Dynamite. I said debut because he showed up at the pay-per-view if you didn't see it. So we got Kaz, Scorpion, and CD, Christopher Daniels, with Colt Cabana versus the Dark Order, represented by Alex Reynolds, Josh Silver, Stu Grayson, and Evil Uno. And SCU and Colt Cabana, namely Colt Cabana, get the win here. I love Colt Cabana's finish. That flies over him, grabs the legs with his feet, and just sits there like, I'm pinning you, with that big goofy grin on his face. I should have made that the thumbnail for the... I love Colt. It cracks me up. Why was Nick Jackson not there? Probably just banged up. They said Kenny wasn't there either. Yeah, I mean, they went a half an hour. And it's just a couple days later. So, they're beat to hell. That's why. They're just banged up. Took the night off. Oh, Zach Bonifer, I'm trying to see what emoji you put in there. You got this line of snakes. Too sweet. Jimmy Havoc. They're probably going to throw him on the Dark. They'll have something special for Dark. I never look at the Dark spoilers because I like being surprised, like day of when it comes out the following week. When is the next AEW pay-per-view? May? Is it Double or Nothing? I think it's Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing in May. Was that Memorial Day weekend? I always get the two mixed up. I think that's when it is. The Dashing J-Bone. Eugene Evans, what's up, man? Nick turning on Matt, replacing him with a new Matt? No. I doubt it. No, like I said, I think I'm not going to, I'm not going to look too much into it unless they start dropping, like, breadcrumbs, something like that. J-Bone, did you feel a Jerry Lawler with MJF in it? No, not necessarily. He's just good. Nick is expecting his new kid. Oh, that's right. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, you are right. He's his wife is going into labor. In fact, he was surprised he was doing the last Being the Elite, I think. I think that's what they said in Being the Elite. Paul Nelson, what is up? May 23rd is the next pay-per-view. There you go. And I'm pretty sure it's Double or Nothing. They're back to Vegas. Back to where it all began. Pay-per-view wise, Jake the Snake Roberts and Jim Ross talking memories. Oh my God. I can't wait till somebody interviews him. Man, and that crowd was hot for Jake. All right, I don't want to keep going back to Jake, but damn, it's awesome. I love it. There's another one blacklisted. He's a he's a tough old dude. He ain't gonna give a shit. You know, he kept saying, you know, I'm open for business. Call me back, or call me up. I can help. I can coach. I can do this. I could do, he was excited to get back into the business once he was clean. WWE put him in the Hall of Fame and then just said, okay, thanks. See ya. They never called him back for shit. You know? I hear on Jericho Cruise is going to be a 6-man tag titles. Was that a rumor going around? Well, they just introduced another 3-man team. We'll get into that in a little bit. All right, we continue. So yeah, SCU beats the Dark Order. Those 4 guys, and Evil Uno is screaming after the match, screaming into the mic. He's like, "This is not the way it was supposed to go." He's mad. He says the Exalted One is going to be furious. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was expecting someone at the end of this to show up. We didn't get anyone. Evil Uno is nice on the mic. Yeah, he's all right. I mean, for a guy that we don't know, he's comfortable holding it. And he keeps it short and sweet. Says his stuff, boom, done. What's up, Eric? You're watching Thunder Rosa's live stream. All right. Yeah, she goes live. She's got her own YouTube channel. Go check it out. I keep up with it once in a while. All right. So then we have a reflection on the Revolution tag team match that went a half an hour. That was crazy. They showed some quick highlights from that. That was awesome. Like I said, match of the night. Next, we have the ladies being represented. We got Big Swole versus Leva Bates. She wins with a Dirty Dancing. Now, Dirty Dancing, that's like a spinning, is it the elbow or a forearm? It's one of the two. But I like that Dirty Dancing. Just knocked out Leva Bates. That match was short, but sweet. Win for Big Swole. Big Swole, making a name for herself. I'm digging it. She's tough. She's charismatic. She's got some, I don't know what you call swag in the ring, Dr. Britt Baker was on commentary. So I could see those two having some kind of feud coming up. Dirty Dancing, a movie I love. Don't we all? Patrick Swayze. Oh, how we miss you. And how he lifts up Jennifer Grey up to the heavens. Cue the song. No, I'm not gonna. You guys can sing it in the chat. Come on. I had the time of my life. There's our first copyright strike in a year. All right. I'm kidding. Sing it. Come on, sing it. Please don't dance. Oh, why? Why? J-Bones got some groove to him. No, not much. Oh, God. All right. So Big Swole. Oh, shit. Too much fun. Big Swole wins with the Dirty Dance. The Dirty Dancing. Next, we have some more reflection on Revolution pay-per-view. Cody versus MJF. Cody left sitting there in the ring, just looking dumbfounded. Can't believe he lost. So then Cody comes out, and honestly, when that get up that comes down, and then rises as Cody's coming out of the stage, I thought for sure that was going to be MJF coming out of the stage, like, ha ha, oh, that'd have been hilarious. But no, we got Cody. He comes out there. He starts talking. Crowd's obviously behind him, and he calls out MJF. Like, hey, what did he say? He wanted him to apologize or something. I'm like, shit. Come on. MJF is not going to do anything of the sort. Hell no. So we don't get MJF, and we get now. We talked about this, but here's the part of the show where the dark side is coming. Excuse me. Damn. Jake the Snake Roberts makes his way out to the ring, and everybody is just losing their ever-loving mind. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen him, so it was really cool. And, man, I mean, he really just, I miss Jake. He left me speechless. I was like, oh, Caesar. Called Cody. That was like one of the best parts of the whole thing. Just calling Cody Caesar, like, oh, Caesar. Wait, now what's the story with Caesar? Is that like representing something? Is that foreshadowing something? Didn't someone kill Caesar? Isn't part of this, maybe I'm thinking of someone else from like Greek history. Didn't one of Caesar's closest friends kill Caesar or something? I might think of something else. I don't know. Been a while since I've thought about that kind of stuff or learned about it. So yeah. Just to reiterate what I opened up the show with, Jake says the dark side is coming, that he represents a client. Too good. Too good. So, okay, so we're departing from MJF and Cody. Although I still think something's going to happen between Cody and MJF at some point. Maybe down the road, but they're leaving it pretty quickly. A disco ball. Judas? No, Judas betrayed Jesus. I don't know. Did you get my comment about John Moxley? Love the booking of John Moxley. Vince don't know shit. Did you guys see that? I agree. Did you guys see that someone had a huge poster of Vince crying in the background? That was great. I love people's signs, like especially if it's like throwing shots, deliberate shots at the WWE. I think it's funny. I've never been a sign guy, but I like looking at little like, oh, who did this guy put? It's funny. Trent lifts J-Bone into the air. What? Oh my God. You guys. Is that the Planet of the Apes movie? No, it's like from like Greek history. Not the monkeys. Hey, we're the monkeys. No. Wasn't his friend Brutus? Ah, yeah, that's starting to ring a bell. Brutus betraying Caesar. That almost sounds right. Brutai. Sign guy. ECW. Yeah, right. God, whatever happened to him? I saw a thing about. I know I'm getting away from WW or getting away from AEW here. Jesus. Um, they did a small like special, like WWE special on a sign guy. It wasn't it that his wife passed away and left him like all this money, so he just like traveled the U.S. on like a whatever he inherit on a inheritance from his wife that passed away. Something it was something like that. I forget. I don't know. But anyways, I haven't seen Sign Guy in ages. All right, later, Paul. Take care. Have a good night. Oh man. All right. So we continue after the whole thing with Jake. We got Chucky T versus Pac. And things get ugly towards the end because Pac comes off with a win. Lucha Bros come down to the ring and Pac starts cutting a promo. And we get all these uh, like filmed promos from Pac, but we don't get a lot of live stuff. So I was a little surprised. He grabs the mic and he goes something to the effect of, "Let me introduce you to the Death Triangle." And then he said it in Spanish and it sounded even more badass. Um, uh, try something de la muerte or whatever, triangle of death. Um, so that's a new stable formed here, and I like it. I like it. It's different. They're shaking stuff up. They're trying to kickstart something fresh, get some people to get, and it. I know people are going to say, "Oh, there's too many stables." Well, they're trying to get more people on the show. Um, I don't, as long as it's something original, and I call this original. You got Pac and the Lucha Bros. I dig it, because the Lucha Bros weren't on TV for a while, so I'm all right with it. AEW getting more WWF legends. I like it. Who's next? Ted DiBiase? Ooh. $1 Million Man. Ted DiBiase brings his son back to wrestling at AEW. Oof. I like the sound of that. One of his sons just got busted for something. I forget what it was. I just read something. Sad, man. Family's full of controversy. I did see that Ted DiBiase. I forget what it's called. There's a Ted DiBiase $1 Million Man documentary on Amazon. If you got Prime, it's free, and it's really good. It came out like a handful of years ago. It's very good. Psycho Sid, nah. Yeah, Teddy Hart got arrested again. God, it's like twice in a month. What is up with that guy? No details out yet. And I don't think Maria has. I don't know if Maria took down the video or took down her channel that she had with him. I'm not sure. I feel bad for her because she's so young and she's so. I mean, she looks tough, but she's so impressionable. God, the guy's. Okay, I'm like 45. Excuse me. Teddy's like 40. She's half his age. She's like 20 years old or 21 or whatever. It's messed up. I mean, he's having the time of his life banging some chick half his age, but damn. When people start paying more attention to like who you're banging in the industry than what you're doing in a ring, you gotta you gotta evaluate some stuff. It's if being with Ted and you're surrounded by controversy is not helping your career. change it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying who's your daddy, but this is just some fatherly advice, okay? It's, you know. All right, back to AEW Dynamite. So yeah, we get the introduction of, or the debut, if you will, of Death Triangle featuring Pac and the Lucha Bros. Almost sounds like a weird rap group. Pac and the Lucha Bros. Drop the beat. No, I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, Pac and the Lucha Bros. Long day. Sorry. All right. So next we got a little thing from Sean Spears with Tully Blanchard. I didn't get what the hashtag was, but he's looking for a tag partner. Not sure what's all happening with that. Maybe maybe him looking for a tag partner is going to bring someone new to the company that's going to like attack him, or maybe it's going to be a legit tag partner for Sean Spears. I never thought of him as a tag guy, always a singles guy. But maybe they're just trying to do something fresh with him because, you know, he hasn't been doing anything super big since the Cody stuff. Not that I remember. He's had some dark matches. He's had some wins, had some losses, I think. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. The Price of Fame. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's the one. It's great. Seriously, if you got Prime, you should watch it. It's good stuff. I don't want these new wrestlers to get drugs like our legends in WWE. Right? Yeah, stay away from that shit. I mean, if you're just smoking a little weed or whatever, you know, but that's the thing. You can have your prescription whatever for weed, but if you go to a state that doesn't allow that shit, why are you there? You know, don't accept bookings from there. Don't live there. Don't go through there. It's not rocket science. Lex Luger. Yeah, gosh, what a mess. At least he's clean. You know, he's a perfect example of what not to do with all that. The Death Triangle sounds like a heavy metal band. Right? Yeah. The Triangle of Death. Bleh. Vince Burr. What is up? First time catching one of these reviews. Well, welcome. And if you're digging it, smash that sub button. That name sounds familiar. Maybe I saw you on Twitter or something. But nonetheless, welcome, man. What do we got next here? Did I miss something? No. Okay. So next we got QT Marshall out there with Brandy Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes versus Jake Hagar with Santana and Ortiz. And if you guys didn't catch the media scrum from Revolution, it looks like a new tag team or unit, whatever, is forming. Looks like Dustin is he's trying to prolong his career. So he's looking for a tag partner and he thinks he found it in QT Marshall. Hey, that's great. You know, it takes a little shine off of Dustin Rhodes and he can help and mold, and not that QT Marshall needs anything, but it's giving back and helping QT Marshall, puts a little more light on him. And that's incredibly unselfish of him. I think it's great. I followed from Impact. Oh, awesome. Oh, so you're watching the TNI reviews or the um the Impact Lounge stuff? Don't forget to That's right, don't forget to smash that like button and smash that sub button. QT Marshall turn on Dustin and turn him into Q Dust. What? No. No, don't do that. Impact Lounge and the old TNA reviews. Awesome. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I got to say, being a part of that has helped this channel grow. Um, I, I'm thankful for it every day. Much appreciated. Get it too sweet. Um, so this was an okay match. It's like we haven't seen much of QT Marshall. We see singles matches and tag matches once in a while, but it's interesting seeing him part of this. I'm trying to think what Dustin Dustin called the tag team something, the natural the natural something. I forget what it was. But nonetheless, they're a tag team, so he's out there supporting QT. Um, Jake Hagar actually puts him away fairly quickly and puts him to sleep. Man, I don't know what that. It's like a modified sleeper. It's crazy. The natural born. I don't think that's it. That might be it. I don't know. That match was a slobber knocker. It was a quick slobber knocker. So then, you know, they start beating down QT Marshall. They start beating down Cody Rhodes. Brandy can't do shit. She, she's got the bionic shoulder, but that's about it. Cody then comes down to help out his brother and his crew. Matt Jackson comes out then, um, and then to help even out the odds. We get Hangman Adam Page, and he's carrying the beer down to the ring, drinking, and then sets the beer down on the corner of the post and takes out everyone, including Jake Hagar. And they're looking at Hangman, and they're like, "Hey, man, thanks for the help. Really appreciate it." Matt's like genuinely thanking him for the help to avoid another beatdown. And what is Hangman's response? Damn. Leaves the ring, grabs someone's beer, and finishes off and goes to the back. And Matt's just sitting there with everyone, just like, really? So Hangman Adam Page is certainly going by the beat of his own drum. Really, it's. I think if he was going to turn on anyone, he would have done it already. I'm not sure. It's a slow burn, and like I said, I'm good with that. I'm not like shit or get off the pot. No, it's okay. It could be foreshadowing him. Okay, so he flipped off Matt. Nick's not there. Kenny's not there. It's just more foreshadowing of him. I mean, he left the Elite. Now he's gonna legit turn on him. I guess. Hangman is AEW's version of Stone Cold. Yeah, I don't think he's as iconic, but give it time. I mean, they're giving him the stage to be big. Hell, he started out going for the big championship against Jericho, and that was a highlight of his career to then. The natural chopper. Oh, you're so mean. Oh, man. Rex, what's up? No Lance Archer tonight. No, no Lance Archer. And I'm sure we're gonna hear something in the dirt sheets tomorrow, like why. But I mean, if it's to put Jake out there first and then to like introduce him, I'm okay with that. You know, like I said, they don't want to. There's all these things like, it's like that rumble before the explosion. You know, but yeah, we have certainly turned another page in this company. Things are brewing. Sides are being taken. Stables are forming. Multiple sources of evil are coming. But then are they going to counter that with more baby faces coming to the stage? We'll have to wait and see. Is Jake's client Luke Harper? I don't know, man. I got a feeling it's Lance Archer. It's really a coin toss because they can both cut an okay promo, but like the only time you heard Lance Archer cut a promo lately is when he was like done with his match in AEW, or excuse me, New Japan. Dear God. Um, excuse me. Um, and Luke Harper was like never given the mic, or Brody Lee. I don't know. I'm good with either one, honestly. As long as it's booked decently. And Jake, I could tell after this, man, Jake's just gonna be hungry. And he said he's not out there to be physical. Don't be surprised if he does a little something, kind of like Arn does. I mean, Arn took a big bump at that pay-per-view. He got drop kicked right in the upper shoulder. One of them, that was big. Brandon Cutler? Nah. He's too busy filming shit with the Bucks. Brody Lee versus Cody. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Certainly could be. It's a toss up, honestly. Or it could be something completely different. I don't know. They're creating stars. So why not anyone? Who it's got to be someone significant, I think, to go with a guy like Jake. Jake's got a school around there. Maybe it's someone from Jake's school. He's got it somewhere on the West Coast or something. I don't know if it's California or Denver or Vegas. It's somewhere out that way. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. Could be a new feeder system. Jake's school for AEW. That'd be slick because they need something like that. As they start to establish themselves as a brand, AEW should certainly be in touch with certain dojos around the schools, academies, whatever you want to call them, around the country. You know. So what's next here? Oh, that promo from MJF. Damn good promo. And he calls out the champ. He calls out Mox, which is crazy. And then he's got a shirt with just like bubble letters, says I pinned Cody. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was wearing this. It's like me apologizing for wearing an Undertaker shirt. What are you gonna do? Uh, I went for comfort today. It was a damn cozy shirt, so whatever. Not meant to start any fires. Settle down. Uh, so then that brings us to the main event. But damn. I was trying to think of one other. Oh, yeah. One other thing that MJF, before we get into the main event, MJF says he's going to stay undefeated. That's a bold statement. I don't know. Pocket of Lucha Bros new stable. Yes. Good stuff. I like it. A new wrestler will be good. Yeah. I mean, they're all about giving people a chance to be put on a new brand, give it a chance to grow with a brand. If you're good enough for TV, and some of these guys are learning on the fly, but they're doing all right. I think they're doing all right. I don't think anybody's outright sucking. They're hard working. They're, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anybody who's working with Jake right now. I have to see. So we go on to the main event here: Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara versus Mox and Darby Allin. Mox coming out to the ring gets, ambushed by 3 people in lucha masks. And here I'm thinking, oh, is this someone new? Lucha masks. And then as they drag him down, I'm like, wait, it's one big guy, 2 smaller guys. Oh, okay. It's the inner circle. It's Jake Hagar, and Santana and Ortiz. A trio stay circle. the circle of the inner. Trying to think of something fancy to say with that. Whatever. It ain't coming tonight. Too tired. But Mox never gets out there until the very end. And damn, they really gave Darby a moment to shine, dealing with a 2-on-1 situation. I mean, he could have tucked his tail and ran for the hills. Honestly, I'm a little surprised that he didn't try to go out there and help him, because he is fearless. He's ruthless and he's fearless. But he stayed at the ring for the match, trying to wait to see if Moxley, obviously, is rooting for Mox because it's his tag partner for the night. But man, Darby, he's so damn tough. And him and Sammy, jeez Louise, those guys can go. It's definitely one of the highlights from the pay-per-view. Those two going at it. Peter Avalon is really bad. Wait, okay. Are you saying he's bad as a wrestler, or do you not like his character? Or is it both? Or I'm just curious. Did you hear about MJF flipping off kids and screaming in their faces? I reported it on my channel earlier. Oh no, I didn't hear about the screaming at kids. I heard about the finger. I heard about that. Why is this not? That's why. Rex the Boss Gaming. I'm gonna have to go to your channel later. I'll check that out. Yeah, MJF and kids. Gosh, and I'm a parent, I'd be a little cautious taking when my kid's 13, going on 14 now. But so he's thick-skinned enough that if I, took him for a meet and greet and the wrestler flipped him off, I think he'd be a little freaked out, but he wouldn't cry about it. But he did that to a little kid who was like 10 years old or less or something. Oh my God. MJF. I wonder if he ever gets in trouble for management for doing shit like that. Because damn, I mean that's pretty extreme. I mean you could mess with a kid, but flip him off. And then he posted something on Twitter like, a picture of him in a face, like said "fuck them kids" or whatever. God, he is just heel through and through. It's crazy. Um, excuse me. So yeah, uh, Mox made it back to the ring, but it was after the match, after they pinned Darby, because Darby took a Judas effect after he tried to dive on Jericho for like the dozenth time outside the ring and just destroy him. MJF is doing his job. Okay. It's just, I get he's doing his job, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of a touchy subject, I don't know. Like you could be a heel, but what line, is there a line you don't cross? I mean, obviously you can't get physical with them, but man, I mean, what if the parent got pissed and decked him? I mean, obviously Wardlow's there, so I would be intimidated by Wardlow, but where do you draw the line? That's what I'm wondering, you know? I'll send you the what on Twitter. Okay. All right. All right. Back in the days, there was no line. Yeah, but back in the days, heels didn't do meet and greets. They ran from people from their cars because people were coming at them with baseball bats and pitchforks. They ran the heels out of town. That's the old school way. They didn't stop and shake hands. Whatever. I don't want to overthink this. So yeah, so Mox comes back. He's followed down the ramp by the doctors. What it looked like. Dr. Sampson was chasing after him. Mox is staggering down to the ring and just gets ambushed again. Um, and then he's dragged up, pummeled, and gets thrown off the stage, put through a table, and all the members of the inner circle are looking down at him, flipping him off. And no one, and Darby's just knocked the hell out from that Judas. So, and no one else came to rescue him. So it's like I said, this is a transition. If you were a little like I said, I was bummed there was no Lance Archer, but this is okay. We're after a pay-per-view now. This is the fallout. It's turning the page. So, we're waiting for things to happen. Shield power bomb. Oh, you're horrible. Waiting for the other fists to come in here. It's not happening. All right. Anyways, it's been sent DM by my Twitter to yours, bro. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Moxley got destroyed. Yeah. Just completely annihilated. Crazy. So that ends the show with him through the table and them flipping him off, looking down at him. Next week, we are getting the rules for the blood and guts. See, this is all leading to the big show at the end of March. So it's going to be kind of like, it's not a pay-per-view, but it's going to be an event. Okay? It's going to be something special. and there might be some debuts at the Blood and Guts. That'd be a great place to do it. Someone, okay, and not to copy Sting or to get anybody injured, but what if someone dropped down and landed on top of the cage? Yeah, I know people died doing that, but whatever. That's not meant to mock Owen Hart. Just don't get y'all selves all crazy upset. All right, so Blood and Guts rules. Maybe it'll be a little different because obviously, there's going to be some kind of cease and desist from you know who. So they got to make it up. Maybe they'll change it up a little bit. I don't remember exactly how the War Games went. They put two teams in cages, and they every 5 minutes they sent one, and they sent another, and then they sent one, and they sent another. I think that's how it went. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong. It's old school. So maybe they'll change it up, and they'll. Who knows? So we're getting Cody versus Ortiz because Ortiz is the one that hit him with the chair. So Cody obviously wants revenge. We got the Death Triangle debut together in action, which is Pac and the Lucha Bros. Pac and the Lucha Bros. Drop the beat. It's gonna be a thing. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Cat's getting frisky. Then we got triple threat tag action. We got MJF and read my shit. The Butcher and the Blade versus wow, it's time to go to bed. Versus Jurassic Express. So we'll wait and see what happens. I mean, if there's like some major thing to report or whatever on why we didn't get Lance Archer, I'll report it. But I'm assuming it has to do with Jake travel issues or he got stage fright. No, I'm kidding. Uh-oh. Are we getting an invasion? Come here, Ozzy. Last but certainly not least, come here, buddy. Where are you? He's not coming in here. He's scared. We'll bring him in next time. All right, so we'll wrap this up. We don't want to drag this out. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for this All Elite Wrestling AEW Dynamite review. Like I said, we're turning the page. Interesting fallout. Got some new stuff brewing. I'm excited. It's like when you had a pay-per-view like that, you can't keep it up here. You got to let the fans breathe a little, and then build them back up towards something, the Blood and Guts show, right? So that's what's going on. If you're feeling a little frog after the show, like, hey, we didn't get this, we didn't get that. Patience. You know what's coming. Just be patient. And I know that's hard as a wrestling fan, Wrestling fans nowadays, they want everything 5 minutes ago. Calm your tits. Relax. It's coming. All right. So as we get out of here, folks, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. What is today? Wednesday. Tomorrow night. Total nonstop Impact reviews. Impact over on the Impact Lounge. Watch for that. Might do the earlier time again. I mean, it felt really good doing earlier time. I mean, God, I want I want the scumbag on with us, but damn, sometimes staying up till midnight is just exhausting. I love the guy, but man, we got to do what we got to do. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Um, tell him to quit his job. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Work and life is more important than a podcast, right? But podcast is life. All right, so let's get out of here. I don't know what else is happening. Unless there's something big in the news tomorrow, maybe I'll report something before we do the impact stuff. We'll see what happens. We'll see what pops up. That might be it for the week, though. We'll see. Patience, grasshopper. That's right, Zach. That's right. You get it too sweet. All right, we get out of here. Thanks so much, folks. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Be there.